Hey everybody, welcome back. I got this cool kit recently at the Southlands show down in Largo, Florida. Picked it up for, let's see if I picked it up for $10. 66 Galaxie 500 XL hardtop. This is really cool. They repop this kit a lot, but this is the I think this is around 1978-ish is when this kit was produced. This was produced when AMT, prior to AMT being bought by Lesney or the Matchbox Corporation. So they bought AMT in the late 70s and owned them until the early 80s, until Ertl purchased AMT, but this was still just AMT here. And again, I got this kit for $10, which is unbelievable. I mean, the box isn't in the best of shape. It's kit 2204 if you want to check it out, like on Scalemates. But it is a nice, as far as I can tell, a complete kit. But we'll get into it and check it out. But it's a cool kit. Galaxie with the teardrop hood. I already went in and bagged the windshield. It's got 66 Galaxie, and it's got the kit number printed right into it. Never really saw that before. 2204, 301. I don't know if that was $3.01 for asking price, but anyway, 66 Galaxie. And there's your headlights. One of them is off the tree, but it's in there. Headlights and taillights. All right, so let's get into it. I guess it's never even been opened. Still, the bag is still sealed. Cool. We'll open that up and check out those parts. Here's the decal sheet. It would be, someone has taken, looks like a license plate off the corner over there. So it's just pinstripe decals. Very 70s. I can promise you those look very 70s. Here's your instruction sheet. Look how small this thing is. I mean, it unfolds, but it's pretty AMT. It's really neat. It's basically just like a picture of the parts, something like Round 2 does now on the back of the boxes. Picture of the all the parts here. It is a very small instruction sheet. So reminiscent of when I would build AMT kits back as a kid, what the instruction sheets look like. So other videos I've shown old model kits, and they'd have a lot of reading. This is to the point where you do have a little bit of reading up top, but it's just like it points to where it goes. It's like da 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 da, and there's no reading at all, but that's okay. So this has the this has a single overhead cam. Okay, so it has a probably a, I guess the instructions may say, but by looking at it, it's probably it's an FE, probably 427, I guess, is what would be in it. I don't know if it shows it on the, you can't see it like on an emblem or anything like that, but I think it's probably 427. And then also has the 427 single overhead cam engine that goes with it. And there's your stock wheels, custom wheels. There's your interior. It's like you could bench seat for the back, bucket seats for the front. Two different hoods. You got the teardrop and the stock hood. On the engine, you've got the ram, or the air inlets for the that would be down in the front somewhere in this thing. I don't know where this one's at, but anyway, 2 4s. So there you go. And final assembly for stock and final assembly for custom. Probably had to make a few decisions on your own as far as a few other things, because these instruction sheet is fairly limited on the information that it gives you. So let's open this up. It hadn't been opened since about 43 years. Okay, there you go. I could breathe that air in and probably know what it smelled like in the AMT factory, but I'm not going to, because that's really weird. All right, first off, let's get the body out. You know what? There's no tires in this kit. That's what's missing. Okay, so the actual rubber tires are missing. But you know, it looks like there's a tire burn on the Can I get it? See right there. So it's like a tire burn, but this has never been opened. So how in the world could it have been? I don't know. Anyway, there's the nice looking Galaxie 500. Wow, this looks really yellow. Is there any way I can change that one? Let me come right back. Stand by. Much better. Alright, so nice white styrene body. See these windshield wipers. They look fairly normal. I opened up that AMT Firebird recently, and man, the windshield wipers were so peculiar looking. Here's something that is sort of one of my pet peeves, is very, very faint. Let me see if I can get it. Very faint panel lines. See the door handle right there? You can hardly even see the panel line. Those would really need to be scribed, or else it would basically look like a stock car with no doors. So yeah, that's one thing that would need to be scribed. The trunk, not too bad. Here's your interior tub. Very very minor details as far as the door panels. These do build up quick because, and there's kind of like no error. You know those kind that you build and there's 3 or 4 pieces that makes up the interior, and you don't always get it right. These are easy. Here's the underside of the chassis. It's like got emergency brake cables, or maybe it was brake lines or something like that. I'm not sure. Nice and thick and rugged. There's your rear diff with your exhaust made into it. There's your center console. I'm not sure what this is, but anyway, there's a battery, 2 steel wheels, and some more exhaust parts. We have a broken steering wheel. So there's the steering wheel, but it's not supposed to look like that. It's supposed to look like that. Okay, there it's fixed. There's the steering wheel. Little itty bitty radiator. Teardrop hood, which is super cool, with hood pins. Wow, check that out. I didn't see that. Look at those hood pins. They're really tall. Yeah, that's cool. Take and open up those grills there and put some wire mesh or something in there. It'd be nice. Not sure what this is. Looks like the side of a seat or something. And the firewall. Not a clue what that is. Absolutely no clue. Here's your engine, which, you know, your 427, you could do the single overhead cam, or I guess the FE, which these are the FE heads here. There's your oil pan that looks like an axle would have went through there. How it's cut out. I don't have that metal axle, but I think that's what it is. Single 4-barrel intake. Here's your exhaust pipes, or exhaust manifold / header. I don't know if it's got a set of headers over in the chrome tree, but anyway, and some of the duct for the intake, as well as the front suspension. Water pump, timing chain cover, distributor, all those parts are here. Your stock hood, 2 more steel wheels, and the rear seat and a front bucket seat. There. What else? Dashboard. Oh wow, it is very hard to see the detail because it's white, so it blends in really well. But there are numbers up there in that long skinny part. There are numbers, and probably a needle. And one a piece of flash, and the other seat. All right, let's look at the chrome seat. Yeah, it does. Looks like it does have headers. Get out of there. Man, must be childproof. So here is the intake for the single overhead cam. There's the valve covers for your overhead valve. Alternator, 2 4-barrels. There's your big single overhead cam valve covers with the spark plugs sticking up through them, and the oil pan, a deep racing oil pan, a chrome stock breather, some exhaust headers, and the front timing chain cover for the big single overhead cam and the single overhead cam heads right here. As you can see how they attach to the engine, they're narrow and then they widen out because they had so much inside on big cam chain sprockets and all that stuff, so they had to be very, very wide. And here is, with a bug flying in the background, the cool looking grill, chrome grill, and then that custom grill that it shows here on the box. Oh, okay, I see. I realize now what that piece of plastic I couldn't figure out earlier. That was the insert for the grill. So there's your custom grill, which is right there. Another console part. Here's some Kragers. I think those are Kragers. Those are nice looking. They really do. They look good. There's the tail lights. Looks like some wraparounds for the bumpers. Exhaust. Chrome fan, which is never chrome, but anyway, they, for some reason, they thought that they should chrome the fan and the tail. There's more tail light. No, those are headlights. Those are for the headlights. These are for the tail lights. And then the stock wheels. Very nice. So what I'm missing, looks like, is the rubber. This was sealed. Again, I don't understand how that almost looks like a, I don't feel it though. It almost looks like a tire burn. Okay, if I can get a glare on it. Right there. Looks like a tire burn, but you can hardly feel anything. And there's no tires in that bag. It was sealed, so I don't know. But anyway, that is what is inside of this box. 66 Galaxie 500 XL hardtop. Build it custom or stock. This is the custom version. Obviously with the big pipe sticking out in front of the back tires, which are totally out of scale. Personally, I think they're out of scale. And then you got the stock version right there. But anyway, thanks guys for watching this video. I appreciate you. I appreciate your support. Yeah, you guys are, there's that front portion that goes right. Let's see if I can get it right. Right there. Right there. Anyway, you guys are are wonderful. You support me. You watch these videos. You comment, and on and on and on the support goes. So thank you so much for all you do as far as you being a subscriber. If you're not a subscriber, I'd ask you to hit that subscription button. It would help me out tremendously. Like this video if you would, and check out Hobby Nut Models, linked in the description below. It's a great place to find anything you need for models, to build a model, to buy a model, to paint a model, to do anything with a model car. Go check out Hobby Nut Models, and he also does armor and airplanes too. So if you're into those things, go check him out. But guys, thank you so much. Go check out the Facebook group, Model Car Videos Facebook group, linked in the description of this video, as well as the Spring Store, where you can get yourself a cool Model Car Videos coffee mug, or a t-shirt, or a hoodie where you can pull over when it's really cold outside, or a sticker so you can stick it on your toolbox and say, hey, there's Model Car Videos. And Patreon members, you guys are great. Thank you so much for all you do, your support, and I'm done. What a cool car. 66 Galaxie. My dad actually restored a 7-liter Galaxie. I think it may have been a 66, and it had the teardrop hood. It was an awful cool car. 428 Cobra Jet in it, and yeah, so cool. Maybe this is a 428 instead of a 427 when it's the overhead valve. I don't know. It's a plastic. You can make it whatever you want. It trips me out, guys, that will sell resin engines and it'll be a 632 or a 572. I'm like, how they look the same physically on the outside, don't they? But anyway, it's a model. We can make it what we want. All right, guys, you take care, and we'll see you on the next video. Bye.